CBS4 political reporter Jim DeFede joining us now. Voter turnout was high for a midterm election.
It sure was. Who do you think drove these results here, Jim? Which group?
Donald Trump, not group, individual. Donald Trump was the person most responsible for what happened here in the state of Florida, for both good and bad, from a Republican and even some of the Democratic standpoint. Look, this was basically a race that was virtually deja vu all over again when it came to the 2016 election. Democrats ran up big numbers in Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Jacksonville, the more Democratic urban areas of the state. Meanwhile, Republicans ran up even bigger scores in the red parts of the state, the smaller counties, but by bigger margins. Let me give you an example. Dade and Broward came in at around 57% turnout. There were some red counties that came in 60, 70, 75%. The Villages up around the Orlando area, 78% turnout in the vote up there. So what happened was just like in 2016. Donald Trump came in, excited that base. They turned out for him. They voted in 2018 like it was a presidential year, and the Democrats did not.
And a lot of people looking at this like it's a presidential year, trying to gauge what's going to happen in 2020, and the entire country looking at Florida.
Well, you know, look, I don't want to be doom and gloom for the Democrats here, but you have to sort of begin to wonder at what point do they start making their calculus for 2020 and rule out Florida, try to come up with a new math, because the Democrats put a huge amount of money into the state this year to try to save Rick Scott, elect Andrew Gillum, turn some congressional seats. They were successful in that in South Florida, but the investment did not pay off in the cabinet positions, the governor, the Senate, you know, and this is a very expensive state to run in. If you don't want to win here, if the Democrats may start figuring their calculus, maybe they need to go a different route.
What about this emphasis on the youth vote? Do we have any numbers or any indicators on that?
Look, I think young people did turn out in higher numbers, but here's a little lesson. It's actually the old people that have the greatest understanding of what's taking place in the state. Older voters turn out in much higher numbers, much higher numbers. And here's the lesson to be learned from this election and from 2016. Older voters aren't looking for change. They aren't looking for something new and shiny. A lot of them are coming here from other parts of the country. They want to retire here. They want to keep their taxes low. They want to keep their property taxes down. They want to just sort of have a nice, easy life for their golden years and then fade away. So they're not voting for somebody who's going to come in and radicalize the state and turn it upside down and try to make big moves. That's not what happens here. If young people want that to happen, they're going to have to turn out in much bigger numbers in the future, because right now this is a state that is controlled by older voters.
Okay, Jim, it's been that way a while. It was this way yesterday. Thank you very much, Jim.